Let's now shift our attention to the other big story that we are talking about, and this is about Saudi Arabia and Israel. Now, these are two nations that have not seen eye to eye for a very long time. Now, Saudi Arabia has in fact refused to recognize the state of Israel. It has condemned the atrocities perpetrated by the Israeli regime against the Palestinians. Now, Israel also has its issues. The current government's political views do not align at all. For the longest period of time, the formal relations between Israel and Saudi were seen as a bit of a taboo. But in diplomacy, when you have a common enemy, old foes can turn into new friends. And that's exactly what's happening here. Now, there are growing issues with Iran, which is bringing the two sides together. And brokering this deal, of course, is the United States of America. Now, what was seen as almost impossible once might be in place by early next year. The Israeli foreign minister seems pretty optimistic. In a rare interview with Western media, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman had a very similar message to say. Listen in.
Every day we get closer. It seems it's for the first time a real one, serious. We're going to see how it goes.
Now, if we zoom out from the Saudi-Israel bilateral ties, this normalization will be huge for the region as well. A deal would dramatically redraw West Asia. It'll formally bring together two major U.S. partners, and they'll be restarting and they'll be staring at Iran directly. It'll be nothing less than historic if it happens, because remember, this is going to be the realignment of the Middle East in a way that we've not witnessed in decades. So what's in it for the United States? Well, this is a region where Washington's influence is on the wane. At a much faster pace than anticipated before, it used to be a backyard for the Americans. From trade to diplomacy, the country has had a strong say traditionally. But the world order is changing, and there are two things that are at play here. One is China is emerging as a diplomatic mastermind and as a powerhouse. Secondly, the West Asian nations are also realizing that they cannot depend entirely on the United States. Now, one will be very naive to look Joe Biden's domestic agenda here. The U.S. presidential election is just next year, and Biden's numbers are not looking very good. A normalization deal between Saudi Arabia and Israel will be the perfect solution. It will be a foreign policy achievement that Biden can definitely bank on. But experts have a serious concern that Biden belongs to a school of thought that views the issue from one prism only, and that is the Arab-Israeli conflict, in which the Palestinians are not the central actors. So even if a normalization deal does indeed come to fruition, it might not be as transformative as one expects it to be. Sealing a deal like this is definitely going to be a complex one, but making sure that the deal survives will be a bigger challenge. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.